Thermoplastic is the general common term for a wide range of synthetic or semi-synthetic materials used in a huge and growing range of applications, from packaging to buildings, from cars to medical devices, toys, clothes, etc. The term plastic is derived from the Greek word plastikos, meaning fit for molding, and plastos, meaning molded. It refers to the material's malleability or plasticity during manufacture that allows it to be cast, pressed, or extruded into a variety of shapes, such as films, fibers, plates, tubes, bottles, boxes, and much more. There are two broad categories of plastic materials: thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Thermoplastics can be heated up to form products, and then, if these end products are reheated, the plastic will soften and melt again. In contrast, thermoset plastics can be melted and formed, but once they take shapes after they have solidified, they stay solid and, unlike thermoplastics, cannot be remelted.
Hi, put my God in the wardrobe, please. Thank you. Come in. Hello. Oh, hi, Maroto. It's very sunny today. This. Okay, let's talk about plastics. You can start when you want. Now. Okay. Now. You can start. Okay. The relatively low density of most plastic materials means the end products are lightweight. They also have excellent thermal and electrical insulation properties. However, some can even be made as conductors of electricity when required. They are corrosion resistant to many substances which attack other materials, and some are transparent, making optical devices possible. They are also easy to mold into complex shapes and forms, allowing integration of different materials and functions. For this reason, a more plastic resin used in a series of things that we are going to explain right now. Okay, have a look, please.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to start talking about the uses of plastic in packaging. The commercial success of plastics as a packaging product is due to a combination of flexibility, from film to rigid applications, strength, lightness, stability, impermeability, and ease of sterilization. These features make plastics an ideal packaging material for all sorts of commercial and industrial users. That's all about packaging. You can go on.
Okay. Building and construction. Although plastics are not always visible in buildings, the buildings and construction industry use them for a wide and growing range of applications, including insulation, paving, windows frames, and interior design.
Okay. I'm going to continue with transportation. When developing transport solutions, designers need to find the right balance between high performance, competitive pricing, style, reliability, comfort, safety, strength, fuel efficiency, and minimal environmental impact.
Okay. Electrical and electronics. From simple cables and household appliances to smartphones and Blu-ray players, many of latest device created in the electrical and electronic sector capitalize on new generator plastics. Designers of electrical and electronic application rely on plastic because of their unique features.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to talk about plastic in agriculture. For years, the growing use of plastics in agriculture has helped farmers increase crop production, improve food quality, and reduce the ecological footprint in their activity. Not only do plastics allow for vegetables and fruits to be grown whatever the season, but these products are usually of better quality than those grown in an open field.
Medical and health. Oh, medical from medicine, what a beautiful word.
Yes.
Medical and health. Modern healthcare would be impossible without plastic medical products we tend to take for granted. Dissolving intravenous blood, bags, and heart valves, etc. Plastic packaging is particularly suitable for medical applications thanks to their exceptional barrier properties, lightweight, low cost, durability, transparency, and compatibility with other materials.
Okay, it's very useful for medicine. It's a very curious use of plastics. And finally, I'm going to finish talking about sport, leisure, and design. Plastics have revolutionized sports in recent years, from tracks on which Olympic athletes pursue new records to shoes, clothing, safety equipment, helmets, knee pads, and stadium construction. Water and drainage pipes, seats, roofing, modern sports rely on plastics. And that's all about the uses of plastics. It has been a pleasure for me.
Plastics are derived from organic products. The materials used in the production of plastics are natural products such as cellulose, coal, natural gas, salt, and, of course, crude oil. Crude oil is a complex mixture of thousands of compounds. To become useful, it must be processed. The production of plastics begins with a distillation process in an oil refinery. The distillation process involves the separation of heavy crude oil into lighter groups called fraction. Each fraction is a mixture of hydrocarbon chains, chemical compounds made up of carbon and hydrogen, which differ in terms of the size and structure of the molecules. One of these fractions, naphtha, is the crucial element for the production of plastic. The two major processes used to produce plastics are called polymerization and polycondensation, and they both require a specific catalyst. In a polymerization reactor, monomers like ethylene and propylene are linked together to form long polymer chains. Each polymer has its own properties, structure and size depending on the various types of bases monomers used.
Hello, I'm going to tell you an explanation about the types of plastics. Everywhere you look, you will find plastics. We use plastic products to help make our lives cleaner, easier, safer, and more enjoyable. You will find plastics in the clothes we wear, the houses we live in, and the cars we travel in, the toys we play with, the televisions we watch, the computers we use, and the CDs we listen contain plastics. Even the toothbrush you use every day contains plastics. Plastics are organic, the same as wood, paper, or wool. The raw materials for plastics production are natural products such as cellulose, coal, natural gas, salt, and, of course, crude oil. Plastics are today's and tomorrow's materials of choice because they make it possible to balance modern day needs with environmental concerns. The plastic family is very diverse, but we can divide it into two main categories.
Examples of thermoplastics: polycarbonate, polyethylene. Examples of thermosets: epoxide and saturated polyester resins. A range of additives are used to enhance the natural properties of the different types of plastic, to soften them, color them, make them more processable or longer lasting. Today not only are there many different types of plastic, but products can be made rigid or flexible, opaque, transparent or colored, insulating or conductive, fire resistant, etc. through the use of additives. Goodbye.
Okay, in a few minutes I have met David here and we are going to talk about the different type of plastics. But before he comes here, I have to tell you something very important. Plastics are mainly divided into two categories. One of them is called thermoplastics and the other thermosets. Thermoplastics are that type that soften when they are heated, but on the contrary, thermosets don't soften because they have been molded, and that is what you have to know. And now in a few minutes, I will be with you.
Hello, Dr. Maroto. Can
Hello.
you explain us the different type of plastic?
Yes, it's a good idea, I think. You can start.
Okay, I am going to show you some types of plastics. You must say me the type.
Okay.
What type of plastic is this window frame?
It's called polyvinyl chloride, but people know it as PVC.
Okay. What type of plastic is this yogurt container?
It's called, the type of plastic that constitutes this yogurt container is called expanded polystyrene.
Okay. What types of plastic are this shampoo, this toy, and this bottle of water?
Okay, the three elements are made of high density polyethylene.
Okay. What type of plastic is this kitchen foil?
Oh, you are a very good juggler.
Yes, I know it.
Okay, but it's made of polystyrene.
Okay. What type of plastic constitute this and this brick?
It's called low density polyethylene.
What type of plastic is this goggles?
These goggles are made of polymethyl methacrylate.
What type of plastic constitute these cans?
Oh, we are going to have a drink?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. But the type of plastic is called polyethylene terephthalate.
What type of plastic constitute this toothbrush?
It's called polyamide, but it's more, people call it normally nylon.
What type of plastic constitute this adhesive tape?
It's called cellophane, the plastic that constitutes that.
What type of plastic constitute this cooking pan?
It's a very curious type of plastic called polytetrafluoroethylene.
Oh, got an easy word.
Yes, it's very short. It's very easy to know it.
Finally, you can say me that what plastic constitute this container?
Yes, it's called polypropylene. And something important for you to know is that in our lives, everything is made of plastic, and all the containers have a symbol, and if you look at it and you remember the sign, you can know what type of plastic are we talking about. For example, in this container, if you look at it, you can see that it is propylene. And that's all.
Humankind worked hard from the earliest times to develop materials which could offer benefits not found in natural products. The development of plastic materials started with the use of natural materials with plastic properties, for example, chewing gum and shellac, then evolved with the development of chemically modified natural materials, for example, rubber, nitrocellulose, collagen, and galalite. And finally, the wide range of completely synthetic material that we would recognize as modern plastics started to be developed around 100 years ago. Perhaps the earliest example was invented by Alexander Parkes in 1855. We know it today as celluloid, but he named it Parkesin. Polyvinyl chloride, PVC, was first polymerized between 1838 and 1872. And a key breakthrough came in 1907 when Leo Baekeland created bakelite, the first real synthetic mass-produced plastic.
Hello, I am going to talk about plastic and the environment. Recycling and recovery. Landfill is not an adequate solution for plastic waste. In fact, landfilling plastic waste simply means throwing oil away. At the moment, there is no uniform plastic waste management practice in the European Union, 27 countries. Some countries are far ahead, while others are way behind political targets. To effectively take, tackle this solution, Plastics Europe has developed a knowledge transfer program, the main goals of which are to communicate a vision on waste management that is widely accepted, as it in providing our known own and share our best practice regarding waste management, make the general public aware that a proper plastic waste management scheme leads to source efficiency.
Hello. Previously, you have seen the different kinds of problems related to plastics that can pollute the environment. And now my goal is to show you that there are some organizations that try to avoid this problem. So let's go. The organization I'm going to talk about is called Plastics Europe. It is an official associate of the Sustainable Energy European Union campaign, as part of the plastics industry's efforts to contribute to an increasingly energy-efficient society. Sustainable development is one of the driving forces for acting responsibly to protect the world's resources for future generations, and plastics play a key role in that area. Now I'm going to talk about resource efficiency. Making the most of our planet's limited resources is now one of the key challenges our society has to raise up to. In light of this evolution, plastics can bring sustainable solutions provided that their use is supported by appropriate policies, infrastructure, and consumer behaviors. Plastics can indeed do three things. The first one is do more with less. Plastics account for the 50% of product packaging while representing only 17% of its overall weight. The second thing is improve resource efficiency. Using raw materials such as oil and natural gas to make plastic is much more resource efficient than burning them to create energy, as their life cycle is substantially extended. And the third and last thing is to be banned from landfills. With today's focus on resource efficiency, there is strong evidence to argue that plastics are a resource that is too valuable to be thrown away. The plastics industry aims to be a responsible partner to policy makers and other stakeholders in finding solutions to the crucial issues of climate change, energy and resource efficiency, consumer protection, and waste management. Plastics have a great potential to help deal with these issues, and this is the reason why Plastics Europe is working closely with the value chain to develop a common plastics industry vision and, of course, approach. And now I'm going to say you a little summary about this association objectives. Plastic plays a major role in delivering and sustaining the quality, comfort, and safety of modern lifestyles. Its impressive ratio of cost to performance also means that people of all income groups can enjoy these benefits. But meeting the needs of society is not just about today. Future generations also have the right to material and other benefits. Meeting the needs of tomorrow is the foundation of the concept of sustainable development. Plastic products are already helping every day to improve people's lives, whilst conserving natural resources and helping to protect the environment for tomorrow in a world that is growing in population with ever-increasing demands for water, food, shelter, sanitation, energy, health services, and finally, economic security. And that's all about this association.
It doesn't